Matthew Kershaw, the swag is off the charts here in the far, far away. How are you doing?
In the far, far away?
In the far,
You mean in a galaxy
away.
far, far away?
No, we're in the far, far away. You bring the galaxy and put it in my far, far away.
That sounds like a crappy Disney film now. Long ago, in the far, far away.
Well, that's about half of the Star Wars films are exactly the film you just described, so we're on message. This is Ziost. This is a new planet to the Old Republic. I think it's the first time it's been in a video game. It's a snow planet, kind of.
It looks like a shithole. Look at it. There's just blown up stuff all around.
Yeah.
People shooting each other.
It's it used to be the Sith capital. It's now just a Sith Empire planet. Yeah, shit's fucked up, as you can see. This dude.
Jesus, that guy's been impaled.
His ass is steaming. It's pretty bad. Don't know what he's been up to. I thought that was a nice touch. I really did like that.
He ordered something, extremely weird from the Bad Dragon site.
BadDragon.com. He ordered the giant Sith Emperor dong. It's my favorite kind. I'm just going to spoil this game for you. You okay with that? Good.
Yep. Okay.
I'm not going to spoil the class stories because I think that's the most interesting part, but in terms of what's going on with the world, so the events of Shadow of Revan, which we checked out on the website, you can find it on YouTube, happened, and basically the Emperor became reborn at Yavin 4, and sort of like flew off into space.
What happened to Yavin 1 and 3?
They all died from the prototype Death Stars, in the films you didn't see.
Yep.
Star Wars The Force Awakens comes December 16th. Look out for it in your nearest cinema. No, that's all bullshit. Anyway, yeah, so he got reborn because of Revan, and I don't want to go into too much of that, but basically, good spirit of Revan was fighting evil spirit of Revan, and then both spirits of Revan let out the Emperor. It was super bad, and now we are here on Ziost, where he has taken control of the Sith occupation force, the Sith defense force, maybe.
Is that why they're glowing red?
It is indeed. They look pretty and glowy. Yeah, so this is just the opening areas, sort of.
That's Shrek!
He's Shrek. He has many
Human
layers.
Shrek!
So many layers.
Playtime here is ogre.
God.
He's gonna wreck you.
Right, so as you can see by his amazing armor, as I'm sure you're fluent with Jedi robes, he is not a common Jedi. He is a member of the 6th line, which are super aggressive warlike Jedi, introduced here in this update. All new and shiny.
I don't know a thing about Star Wars. You were trying to explain to me about, was it Squad 505? And, the specific Stormtrooper squads?
The 501st Legion. Yeah.
Yeah. You were able to, fucking pick out names, and I was just like, yeah, Darth Vader, he's cool.
Yeah, Commander Apo is my favorite commander.
I preferred the guy who says it's a trap.
That's Admiral Akbar.
Yeah, there you go.
He's a Mon Calamari.
Sure, of course he is.
Yeah, fuck squid. I want to know what's below the robes with that dude. He's a squid person above the head, above the neck. So what's below the robes?
He's like a reverse mermaid, where it's the fish on top and the lady parts back down below.
I just imagine somebody fucking skinning a mermaid inside out, and it was not... it was not what you described.
And now you're about to be shot by those glowy red people.
I am. Do you love my armor? I love my armor. It's
you look dumb. You look like a bootleg stormtrooper.
I look like the sexiest stormtrooper with my yellow, glowing sigils.
You do like yellow.
I do. She is Lana Beniko. She was introduced
in...
Yep. Absolutely. Anything else? She's going to throw a heel at you, basically, and then get pushed off the ring.
You and her have a weird child there. He's kind of a bit hairy.
That's a she, in fact. I think we have this in every single video we do.
I misgendered it. Oh god.
Look, this Ewok can be anything it wants. Any condiment. Any animal is an Ewok, yeah, called Tree.
Any condiment.
Today I feel like a mustard, tomorrow I might feel like a mayonnaise.
Oh god. Who's this dude?
He is, he's an Imperial intelligent agent. So Lana Beniko took over Imperial Sith Intelligence now, because the events of the agent storyline meant that Imperial Intelligence was no longer a thing. And yeah, that's one of her top agents, Agent Kovac. He's going to help you on the early missions of this update. There's not a load in this update, in terms of gameplay. I've maybe had about 3 or 4 hours with it before I reached a point where it said check back soon for more. So I don't know if that's like in a week's time, in a day's time. I haven't been back.
Yeah. Is this update free, or is it like DLC that you have to pay for?
It's free, but it is level 60 content, so in theory you will have had to buy the DLC to get those last 5 levels. Or maybe you can just grind for it. But it's definitely the last 5 levels are in the other paid DLC, in the Shadow of Revan. But that might just be story content. I don't know how that works, because I'm a subscriber, so... And I bought all that shit. It's pretty interesting, because it's like the Emperor is being attacked by the Sith forces, and then you soon find out that Theron Shan, who is the... Right, do you remember from when the CGI trailers of this game were being announced years ago?
No.
The really sexy ones of like all the Sith and the Jedi Temple.
No.
And all the... Well, anyway, there's a woman in there called Shatil Shan. Her son is Theron Shan. He's in this, because he was in the last few DLCs. So he's on the planet, doing Republic shit. And it's actually pretty interesting. Like, I've kind of been pissed off with the way they've drawn the Republic and the Imperials together. Sort of like fighting on the same side, which is what they did in the last DLC. Because you're fighting evil Revan. But
yeah.
They include the Republic forces in a really cool way here, which I won't spoil because it's not in the video, so I have no need to.
Are you on the Sith side, or are you on the Republic side?
I am on the Sith Empire side. I'm an Imperial
I was
agent.
wondering why you were talking to somebody with a red lightsaber, because I assume that all Sith have reds.
Pretty much, yeah. Sometimes purple. They're the cool
I
ones.
thought purple was good because Mace Windu had a purple lightsaber and he was good.
Mace Windu was my favourite Jedi ever. So
he was cool.
I was so upset when he got fucking burnt to a crisp and thrown out of a window. So
forgot about that, yeah.
God.
Yeah, but like, the way I learned, I always thought it, the Jedi have blue and green.
Yeah,
and then
much.
Mace Windu had purple because he's cool. And then all the Sith have reds. Except for General Grievous, who had like blue and green because he stole them from actual Jedi.
Yeah, well, he wasn't a Sith, so he doesn't count.
Isn't he?
In that particular... No, he's just a lightsaber-wielding, half-droid creature.
He's fucking cool.
He is cool. I was... People always say those first 3 movies are really shit, the prequels, and I would agree with the first one being quite bad, but I think the second 2 are like legitimately good movies. They're just tainted by the first one, The Phantom Menace.
The first one's the one with Darth Maul, isn't it?
Yeah. They wasted him so bad. He could have done so much more.
He just got like thrown down. No, he killed a fucking Jedi though, didn't he?
Killed Qui-Gon Jinn, yeah.
Yeah, he killed
Daniel Bryan.
No, not Daniel Bryan. What's the actor? He killed Liam Neeson. And then he got thrown down a hole.
Yeah. So this is just like the first quest you sort of get when you come into the starting area, and it kind of demonstrates the problem with an MMO, where there's 3 landing platforms you then have to go and, like, I think you're disabling them or something. But I got to the point where there was just people stacking up on each landing platform waiting for it to reset.
Yeah.
It was quite depressing. But it happens, like, you see 3 people running in on the same one there. It's like, then you gotta wait for it to reset.
That's the problem with, like, every MMO, though, where, you know, you're supposed to be the chosen one to save the world. Just ignore, you know, the thousands of other people doing the exact same thing as you.
Yeah, this one's quite good because the class stories mean that, in theory, 8 characters exist. You know, 1 from each class in the storyline. And they do interlink, like, the Jedi Knights interlinked with, like, the Emperor in the late story. Like, my agent is very much linked with the Imperial Intelligence, so it's really quite well intertwined.
Is that person you just shot, is that, like... I always thought the people who wield lightsabers are super important. You just, like, mowed them down like they were a grunt.
Oh, in the Old Republic there are thousands, and they are all dead by the end of it. Except they all respawn 10 seconds later. But yeah, that's Game Update 3.2, Rise of the Emperor. Check back soon.